Hi, Journey family. My name is George Okrah, and I have been attending the Journey since 2012. So, I had a Christian upbringing. A series of events resulted in my life being upended, and the subsequent years were some really tough ones. My parents passed away in my teens. By the time I was in high school, I had completely walked away from my faith. I was homeless for a stretch of that. I started living on my own at 16. I've worked since 14, and even in college, I worked full time. The whole time, God was trying to get my attention. I was living in New Orleans one day, came home, my apartment was gone, burned to a crisp, like just nothing at all, just embers. I moved to Miami a year after that. I partied every day of the week, thought I was in the driver's seat, literally and figuratively, until one day I was pulled over for driving under the influence. Paid no attention to God whispering for me to come back, come back, come back, give him control of my life. By the time the third sign came along, I think I was finally like, okay, God, I'm listening. And that came in the form of an HIV diagnosis. It turned out to be a false positive. Rarely happens, but I saw that as a wake-up call that I needed to change my life. God didn't forget about me. Despite my attempts to run away from his plan, I slowly found myself back in church. Although I was committed to God, he wasn't in control of every area of my life. And given what I shared with you before about my youth, financial security became very much so of prime importance to me as an adult. But I went against conventional wisdom for once and decided to give control over to God. So I committed to tithing, and that's when everything changed. I decided to up the stakes and pledge to not only my general giving, but also our end of year giving. By releasing control of my finances, God's goodness has actually been more evident in our lives now than ever before, beyond measure. Most importantly, I've been able to help others that are less fortunate, and that has been a game changer. The cool thing is you don't have to give a certain amount to enjoy all of these benefits. It starts with whatever you have. For most of my life, I was a middle school teacher. Now I'm just the guy in HR. I am not rich by any means, but the richness that I've experienced through my giving is beyond measure.